Warning: the following podcast contains explicit content and is intended for adult audiences only. Listener discretion is advised. This podcast may include discussions of a sexual nature that may not be suitable for listeners under the age of 18. By continuing to listen, you confirm that you are 18 years of age or older. Please be aware that the topics and opinions expressed in this podcast are of informational and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered as professional advice. Thank you, and welcome to Throat Tester Studios. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Tales from the Receiving End, a podcast about oral sex from a male perspective. I am the male, Zoe. Thank you guys for tuning in for another episode. These are, really open-ended. I just kind of talk about whatever until I build more of a outline for the show. We still haven't gotten as much community contribution yet, and that'll come with time. I expected that to be a slow burn. This all kind of came together over the course of the last couple of months, and these things take time. So in the interim, these are just going to be stories, thoughts, opinions, all related to oral sex in some way, shape, or form. There may be news breaks. I'm toying with that. I might actually even talk about some things just to kind of make these episodes a little longer, maybe include some other topics, some side topics outside of the main topic, which is oral sex, but I may toy with that with some things in this episode just to see how that plays out. But anyways, today, it's Sunday. We're in the Northeast here. We're based out of Connecticut, so we got hit with some snow this weekend. So it's a cold, quiet Sunday. I'm a Niners fan, so I'm in a comfortable spot this Sunday. Not really worried about football. We've clinched the 1 seed. I'm in a good spot. So today's gonna be, a relaxing day, quiet day. But anyways, as I watch this highly intoxicated gentleman bumble up the street, which was kind of funny, but I'm gonna pretend like I didn't see it as old boy walks past me. But at any rate, let's start with something outside of oral sex, just to kind of give this whole thing a test here. Cat Williams. I know a lot of people have heard and reacted to Cat Williams. I just want to say a couple things about it just to get my opinion on the whole thing out there. I think it's absolutely nuts. And if you look at the responses that have come out from everyone, like it's been said a million times, no one's saying you're lying, no one's saying you're wrong, no one's saying that's bullshit. Everybody's just saying you don't have that much money, you this, that, and the third, you screwed off your opportunity, whatever the case may be. Nobody's denying the words that this man is saying, and it's so beautiful to see all these comedians coming out and speaking on the things that Cat has done for them that no one ever knew about, that was under wraps, like he said in Club Shay Shay. So, I mean, it's insane. It was pretty entertaining to watch. It was, I was working on the newsletter, the Throat Huddle newsletter, when I pulled up YouTube on my second computer, and I saw Cat Williams was up there, and I was like, all right, I haven't seen Cat in a while, let me play it. Started to watch that thing, and I was just like, whoa. Within the first 5 minutes, the newsletter, everything else I was trying to do out the freaking window. I was supremely focused, purely focused on that episode. It was pure gold, and clearly he spoke mostly truth there. I mean, even Ice Cube came out and spoke on some things, and he only clarified 2 things, and they weren't even egregious. He wanted to clarify 2 things specifically, neither of which were egregious in terms of Cat, maybe being off base or something. They were just, little deviations, which I ain't even mad about. But that crazy shit that he was talking, joke stealing, this, that, and the third, nobody came out and denied. They just try to pivot this, that, and the third. It just goes to show you that everything isn't what it seems. There's always something going on behind the scenes. And I wouldn't call myself a conspiracy theorist, but I mean, there's got to be a lot of truth to what that man was saying. So if you haven't, I highly suggest checking it out. It's certainly worth the watch or listen. Club Shay Shay, for sure. Shannon Sharp, one of the greatest football players that ever graced the NFL field. Great listen. But that's my thoughts on Cat. In that whole thing, I can go into detail, but that's not what we're here for. We're here to talk about oral sex. And the focus today, I came out to the car to do this. I don't even really have a focus for today, but I do want to talk about etiquette. I think that'd be a good one to discuss. Oral etiquette. Coming from a guy who wants it as much as humanly possible, I think it is my duty to make myself prepared and ready 100% of the time. So, multiple showers a day. I try to shave, although, I've let that go recently. Not let it go. I mean, I still shave. I'm actually clean shaven now, but, I hadn't let it go for a couple months because I really don't grow that much hair. But at any rate, I like to keep it clean. Multiple showers, like I said. I deodorize down there. I have a little lotion shampoo mixture that I do to keep myself moisturized, soft, and smelling good at all times. Even after a long days of work, my balls are fresh. The back end, the back end maybe not so much, but the front end is good to go always. Hilarity. But yeah, it's all about being consistent with that, of course, but being I'm drawing a blank on the word. I can't believe it. Just acknowledging that you're trying to shove your penis that has been in your pants for 8, 12, 9, 10 hour days, however long you working. You want to walk in the door and stick your dick down something. That's cool. That's great. But have a little consideration. Think about your partner, make it a pleasurable experience for her as well by making sure you're clean down there, moisturize, use your shampoos, your conditioners, don't let your pubes get all nasty and disgusting. If you got a fucking hood down there, clean your fucking shit. Disgusting. Listen, I'm circumcised. I don't know nothing about it. I'm a straight male. I'm a straight black male. I don't know nothing about it. But I keep my dick thoroughly cleaned, right? I suggest you gentlemen do the same. A lot of these ladies don't want to hurt your feelings, don't want to embarrass you. They will take the L if they care about you. Some won't. No, some will send you on your motherfucking way. Trust and believe. But there's a lot of women out there taking cold hard L's for love, and y'all being assholes, running the streets, talking shit, doing this, that, and the third. not treating her right, but she gonna swallow your dusty balls. It's disgusting. How dare you? Fucking nasty. Clean your fucking balls. Wipe your fucking ass. Hey, I'm anal about it. Like, if I'm going to see a friend, I'm taking a shower first. Ask them. If I'm going to see somebody and maybe I felt like work was a little too strenuous and there ain't an opportunity for me to shower before seeing, I'm not seeing you today. Point blank period. I'm not seeing you today. Sorry, I dropped the mic there. But just to reiterate that, if I've had a long day of work and I feel like I need that shower and I can't get that shower before I come see you, I'm not coming to see you. Point blank period. Because I'm not gonna put myself in a position to disappoint you or myself. Because I won't let you go down there if I feel like it's not right, because I won't feel right. Therefore, you're not going to get the full experience because I'm not going to have the confidence. See, I give a shit about what my partner thinks in terms of, anything, but specifically, I want her to enjoy herself. I want her, I want her to take her time. I want her to spend as much time as, ideally, my future wife will have spent a measurable part of her life sucking my dick when it's all said and done. And that's really, at the end of the day, what we're looking for. Now, as we move forward, in the conversation, I think it's important to emphasize the fact that it's not about us. It's not about you. Again, you can't make these acts so selfish, Yes, you're getting the blowjob. Listen, you have to make it that this is the motto that I go by in terms of oral sex in general. At least I try. And it's that I try to be as accommodating as I possibly can, especially in the oral sex scenario, because here's the thing. The more comfortable they are, the more confident they are, the more loose they'll be, the more they'll enjoy themselves, the more effort they'll put in, they'll show out. And the byproduct of all of that is you enjoying yourself immensely. So don't focus on you getting your dick in the mouth, because when you get the dick in your mouth, no matter how long it takes, the byproduct of that will be excellent. That's what you need to focus on. You need to focus on the road to get there, not getting there. You understand? Because you show the effort, they show it back. That's how they show their effort, right? Because they know what you like, they know what you want, and they're going to know how to give it to you. Most women do. They know how to push our buttons. They know how to get us, right? But what we need to do is give them the why for them to get us. You understand? For them to give us what we want, we need to give them a reason to want to do it. And if we're not doing that, we're just fucking assholes. You see it every day. You see it every day watching how couples interact with each other. It's very normally one I don't want to say taking advantage, but devaluing another, and it's usually the guy devaluing the woman. So we got to get out of that. We got to get more focused on the partnership, building each other up so that way we can satisfy each other, and not it being one over the other. Not it being, I can't get this unless you do that. I'm not doing this unless you do that. No, come together, make each other happy. That's what you need to do. That's what the focus is. And listen, I'm 37 years old, turned 37 in December. I was young and stupid. I mean, I've learned at a young age. I was taught young, and we'll go into more on that in future episodes. But I've made my mistakes in that area, just like all of us have. I've learned from my mistakes and have grown and developed and incorporated those losses and things of that nature to my future. But I was never the type to be the way a lot of these dudes are. A lot of these dudes are very fucking disrespectful. A lot of these dudes will jump in a woman's DM and just talk crazy to them. Not a, hey, how you doing? Just, let me put my dick down your mouth. How does your pussy taste? Like, crazy shit like that. It's pretty ridiculous. And we need to get off that. We need to grow as a species. We need to do our part to make these relationships better, these families better, because at the end of the day, all we're doing is getting our nuts off. Yeah, that's great, but at the end of the day, what are we really doing? Like, is it like we're not 14 years, like, I don't understand, because, okay, you got it, you hit, you smashed, fantastic, you got yours. Can you get it again? Can you? You know what I mean? A lot of y'all won't be able to. A lot of y'all won't be able to get it again because of how shitty y'all are, and that's a real problem that a lot of y'all fucking get into and don't make the necessary moves and choices to do better, be better, not only for yourself, but for your significant other that you supposedly, want to spend time with, want to be with. And the ones that you don't, fine, that's cool, but be on the same page with her. Don't lead her on and make her think like, oh, this is going to be something that lasts, and you lead her on something. If you're going to play that card, be real with it. Like, I'm not telling us to change tactic. I'm telling you to, like, be real. That's all. Right? If you're not about a relationship, that's cool, but let it be known. Don't let these girls open up to you, be open with you, and then you get what you want and then you dip. It's dirty, man, and then it fucks up for the next. I know you don't give a shit because you got yours, but fuck, dude, don't you want, like, I mean, if I'm gonna play the field like that, I want to be able to hit you up on a Tuesday, not, oh, I got one off. Now, you see me in the street, you won't even acknowledge me because you feel like I did you dirty. No, that's not how men move, if you're in college, maybe that's one thing, because a lot of college girls are moving the same way, so that's cool. But as a grown man, I mean, I can't say I condone that at all. I can't say I respect it, right? And a lot of these older dudes are targeting younger women. Like, it's creepy. Like, you're taking advantage just to fuck them up. Like, it's crazy. And don't get me wrong, a lot of us have been fucked up as men by women, me being one of them. I have been fucked over constantly, continuously, been fucked over today, as a matter of fact. But I'm not going to take it out on the next girl, the next real relationship that I'm in, is hopefully will be the last relationship I'm in, and she is going to get what was intended for the last one, and didn't work out. It didn't work out. That's cool. But I'm not going to take it out on the next girl. Like, that's crazy. I'm not gonna devalue women because of my experience in the last relationship. You can't do that. You can't define a species on the acts of one, on the behaviors of one individual within said species. So we as men have got to do better. The world is typically on our shoulders, yes, but we need to continue to adapt, continue to be the men that we need to be. We got to do what we got to do, and at the end of the day, that's just what has to be done. We can't keep playing the same games over and over and over and expecting, better results or differing results. That's not real. That's not what life is, so let's get it together. Let's try to move forward together, smarter. This is rambling a lot, I'm sure, but hopefully there's a message in there, somewhere that can be deciphered by our listeners. This is just one of those things where I just would really love to see men act a little more accordingly when interacting with these women, so that men like myself don't have such a hard time when talking to women, because they think guys like me are bullshit, just trying to get in pants, because guys like me are too rare. Guys like me are too rare, soft-spoken, gentle. Only rough you're going to get out of me is in the bedroom, and that's with your consent, point blank period. You'll know that I'm a killer. You'll find out. You'll understand that I will protect and provide, and I got you, right? But you're going to learn that in the bedroom, right? You're not going to learn that through me, disrespecting you, putting you down, making you feel less than. That's not how I operate. And men, we need to stop operating like that. There's way too many examples in this world of men doing like that. Too many examples in various societies throughout this planet. We just need to move forward. We need to grow. We need to develop. We need to move on to the next stage. But yeah, I'll leave it at that on today's feature topic, if you will. I think I do want to do a news segment as I'm thinking and talking and kind of mumbling. I definitely want to do a news segment. I have no news that wouldn't fall under the realm of me and my crazy little moderate Republican I don't know what I am, but it ain't a liberal. But I'm inclusive, so there's that. And I think having a news segment would be fun to go along with this, a little place for me to get my rants off about, and maybe even have a separate news podcast, like a weekly news podcast as well, just like a X-rated, just thoughts and opinions on the daily news. I don't know. I'll put a poll up for that. Maybe. Let me know what you guys think of today's episode. Please visit throattesterstudios.com. Again, that website is throattesterstudios.com. There's going to be a tab. Okay, throat mappers. Hit that tab. Okay. I want you to submit your questions, your thoughts about the podcast. I want you to, just hit us with anything you got. We'd love to add a segment to this where I can kind of go in on these questions and give advice and give my thoughts and opinions on things. It'd be really cool. So, and again, I know that it'll take a long time, but I'm going to push the message every episode. So, thank you guys for tuning in. This has been another episode of Tales from the Receiving End. Thanks.